The Reading Lowland Sports Foundation Quarterback Club, a former outstanding linebacker at LSU from New Iberia. Of course, was part of 2 SEC championship teams with the Tigers as an outstanding player, and he's been involved with his alma mater in athletic administration since 2001. He supervises football operations, scheduling, and management while overseeing track and field, among other duties. And it's always great to have him back here. As you know, LSU opens its season at historic Lambeau Field this coming Saturday afternoon against the Wisconsin Badgers. He looks like he can still suit up, and I'll bet he probably feels that way just about each and every Saturday. Please give a warm word to Lowland Sports Foundation Quarterback Club welcome to Verge Ausberry of LSU.
Thanks, Ken. Thanks to the New Orleans Sports Foundation. This thing up here. Also, it was 11 years to the day, almost, that we worked with Mr. Benson and the Saints organization. And thank all of you for what you've done lately for us. It's been a rough summer in Baton Rouge, as you all know. But 11 years ago, we worked well with the Saints. Hosted them in Tiger Stadium for a few games. And thanks for returning that during this time of need that we needed in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So thanks to Mr. Benson and Ms. Benson to the Saints organization. Troy, you had a good football coach. Willie's a very good football coach. He's somebody that when I'm getting games and playing Tiger Stadium, you look at those opponents you're playing. And very, very good football coach you hired me. You have a lot of success. Bryce, you've done a great job at the car, your school. You recruited a lot of your kids and signed a lot of your kids at LSU. Thank you for everything you've done for the high school coaching community. It's been a rough summer. We're coming out of it. Everybody in the Baton Rouge community, and I think in the state of Louisiana, is ready for football. High school football, pro football, college football. We opened this year up with Wisconsin and Lambeau Field. When we do these type of games, it's good for us as a program. It's good for our brand, our market, and those type of games we're going to play. We'll also be playing some of these games with Dallas, Houston. We also play in New Orleans. We're playing with Atlanta also. New Orleans is a city we definitely want to always be in. It's a strong recruiting base for us here in our state, and get a lot of good football players from here. Opening up with Wisconsin, it'll be a tough game. It's a Big Ten opponent. They went 10-3 last year. Coach Chris is a very good football coach. I think he'll test us out, open the year out. Last 2 years ago, we played Wisconsin. You remember they went up by 20 points on us in Houston. We played them at Reliant a couple of years ago. So a good game for our team, for our coaching staff. I think we have a great coaching staff. Coach Onan that we added to our staff this year from Wisconsin. He came in. He's done a lot of different things with our team, a lot of different things with our defense. You'll see a lot of various defenses I think you'll see this year. You'll see 3-4, 4-3, different formations that he'll be using, put more pressure on the offense. Look at the linebackers we have back with, and those guys will move around a lot in the defensive scheme of it. So that's what he brings. Offenses, Brandon Harris, the guy started quarterback again this year. Etling is the backup quarterback, the kid who transferred from Purdue, the redshirt junior. We feel confident in the positions that we have those two guys in. Coach Cam has done a good job of bringing those guys along this summer. People last year, Brandon was really a freshman quarterback. He only played half, really, his first year. We threw him in there, if you remember, the game at Auburn on the road, a tough place to play a football game. So last year was really his first year back. This is really his second year, full year with us. There's a lot of promise. We have a lot of good things going on there. Have a good football team. Our running backs, Leonard Fournette, the guy from New Orleans, St. Aug. What a great guy. He won the Corbett Award here a couple of weeks ago. Jay, you were there. But he's a great representative of New Orleans. And when Bryce was talking about good men, good players, good people, what you want to have on your team, you want to have in your program. And it's a statement for the city of New Orleans to have a guy like Leonard Fournette. What you see off the field, when he carries himself off the field, the same way he carries himself on the field. And that's every day. There's not even a camera and a mic in front of him. He's a great role model for the city, a great role model for the people of the city, and a great role model for the state. And we're very, very happy to have those kind of guys come from this area to come down and shoot. I like to come here always, and I tell Ken this here early. To ask questions early. Troy, that's just the trick before you lose a football game. Okay? So once you lose a football game, the crowds get rougher. Okay, so always come to the first or second one. Take you in the game. But Yes, I think we have a Wisconsin first game, as you know, Jacksonville State the second game. Then we get into the tough SEC schedule. It's always a tough year. We rank number 5 in the nation. It doesn't mean anything in the SEC. Every game is tough. From Mississippi State to Ole Miss to anybody who play Missouri, they'll all be tough football games, and you know that. So looking to have a good year and take it one game at a time. Open up to any questions. Yes, sir.
Hey, I noticed that your homecoming game is against a conference opponent of Missouri. I mean, that's just the way the schedule fell, or because you don't normally see a homecoming game against conference opponents.
You know, I was just laughing about that. There are some issues about what games the band going to play on and what games visiting band's not going to play on. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Once I set the schedule, I have nothing to do with what's homecoming, alumni band, or any of that, okay? That comes from the university. They said that. So the student government, the SGA, they get together and they put homecoming on there with our marketing department, and that's the way it is. So it's an SEC opponent this year in Baton Rouge.
Hey, Verge over here. I hope I'm not ambushing you on this one, but what's a chance of ever LSU opening the season playing in the Superdome? Or is that just not financially doable? Do the numbers not work as far as playing a game here instead of maybe going to another place?
No, you're not ambushing me at all, and that's a good question. That's something we're looking into. We've had some talks and conversations with some other universities about doing a game in New Orleans. Like I said earlier, it's a special place for us to play a game here in the Superdome. It takes a lot of partners to come together to make that kind of game happen. We work very close with the Cowboys, the Houston Texans on that game, the Green Bay Packers on this game here. We're working very close with the New Orleans structure to get something in here. We're looking at years probably in the 2020s to have that type of game against a quality opponent, and it's something we definitely want to do here in New Orleans, something we have to do here in New Orleans, and it's conversations I've been having. So that's on our radar. That's something we're working very hard to put together, and it's something that will happen. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
Could you tell us some of the more attractive games you've got scheduled in the near future?
Some of the most attractive ones right now, we have Wisconsin and Lambeau right now. We have UCLA and University of Texas and home. We have Arizona State and Oklahoma further years out. We're working on some more neutral site games. We have BYU next year in Houston. We have Miami and Dallas the following year. And we have the 22 and 23 years open right now. And that's where we're trying to get one of those games and hopefully be in this city right here. Don't know the opponents yet, but we've been having a lot of good conversations with a lot of people around the country. Like Troy talked about that confidentiality part. That's very confidential at this time. Any other questions? Again, thank y'all very much.